What's going on, guys? So, as you noticed, the channel has officially been changed to MorFab Industries. Morfius Performance is a thing of the past. We're growing up, we're doing big boy things now, so time for a big boy name. But yes, MorFab Industries is now the new name of the channel. We're going to start making more videos, doing everything that you guys love to see. And today, actually, it is Easter Sunday, but of course I am here down at the shop working. And what we're going to do today is, I showed you guys in the last video, we have that diff from a MIATA, and no, it is not Rudnick's MIATA's diff. It is actually another customer of mine. We're going to get that welded up. We're going to gusset it a little bit so it doesn't happen again, and we're going to get to that now. So I'll bring you guys back as soon as I got everything set up and ready to go. Alright guys, so here is the victim. It's a diff out of a MIATA. These for some reason have a very big habit of breaking. And whether it's because you get an axle that binds up because the car is too low, or you run in too much power and the diff tweaks, or in this case you hit a speed bump and for some reason or another it probably caught the bottom of the diff and snapped this off. But we're going to try to weld this back on. Now, this poses a couple interesting problems. We've got to heat this casing up enough to where we can actually melt the aluminum, but not so much that we're destroying seals and bearings and everything else. So we're going to have to be super careful with any kind of preheat that we do on this. Secondly, this seal right here, I'm probably going to try to take this seal out, and he may have to replace this because we may damage this seal because the heat is so close. But we're going to do a little bit at a time. We're going to clean all this up. Once it's all cleaned up and ready to go, we will then tack it in place, let this cool off a little bit. We'll do a preheat cycle on it, then we'll try to weld a bead, let it cool a little bit, weld another bead, let it cool a little bit, and then ultimately I'm going to try to put a gusset piece right on top of here that runs straight over, and possibly something on this inner web right here, but we'll see how the rest of it welds together. We're also going to prep this with a little bit of a bevel on that edge and also on this edge here, so that we can actually fill a shit ton of weld metal in there and it'll weld down through this casting, which I don't know how well you guys can see that, but this is a terrible casting. Yeah, you probably can't see it too well. There we go. Yeah, this casting is so super porous, it is going to be insanely difficult to weld. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to clean this thing up right now, and yeah, we'll see you in a second. Alright, so we ended up grinding a little bit off of the face of these as well, just to get it smooth, because this one actually bent and then broke. So these pieces weren't fitting back together, so we ground them smooth. I'm going to set it up now and try to tack it together. Alright guys, we're at 200 amps right now. We're going to attempt to get a tack on this thing without it falling apart. This is definitely not going to be an easy casting to work with because it is fucked. So, we shall see. guys, there's a lot of garbage in this, and I mean a lot of garbage in this weld. So we're going to clean it up a little bit with the wire brush again. We'll keep cleaning it as we're welding along, and hopefully we can get this thing all stitched back together. Alright, so not too terrible on the first one. Did manage to get it to burn in a little bit, so we're going to go back and forth over this a few times just to kind of make sure everything's good. So here we go. There it is, guys. Well, we fattened up that bead a little bit, did a little weaving on it just to kind of build up the material because this is a really shitty cast. We get all the way around in here, did the same thing in there, kind of weaved it, fattened up that bead a little bit. The top half of it welded halfway decent. Let's flip it over here. There's the front. If it'll focus, please. There we go. The front I got to tidy up a little bit more, and the top I'm going to run a much fatter bead on there just to flatten everything out and really draw it in. So hopefully that will work. But I'm going to do that now, and we'll get back to it in a sec. And there she blows. That was dumb. Probably going to cut that out. But you can see all the shit that came up in the casting. So fun to weld. But we weaved it out. We got quite a bit of material in there. Did the same on the top, weaved it. Same on the bottom, weaved it. And then on the back side, we really couldn't do too much because there was a lot of crap in this material. So fortunately and unfortunately, that is about the best we're going to get with this particular diff. I was going to gusset it, but I don't think I'm going to need to because I got enough of the casting bit in with enough of the 40-43 that I think it'll hold just fine. If anything, the failure point is just going to move down the actual brace itself. But again, this particular brace bent and then broke, which usually means with aluminum that it's weakened somewhere else as well. So hopefully this thing will hold together. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Sometimes you just can't get away with welding these terrible castings, but you can try your best and see how it goes. So that's basically it for today's video, folks. We got it together. We're going to let that cool on its own. Do not ever speed cool anything cast, whether it be aluminum, iron, steel, anything. The second you try to cool that off quick, it's going to crack and break and everything else. So you kind of need to let it cool on its own. So we're going to let that cool. We're going to clean it up a little bit with the wire brush, make sure that there's no obvious porosity in some spots that we need to get to. And hopefully everything will be good and this customer will be straight. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'll see you again very soon with another one. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, the usual. Oh, and yeah, the name changed. MorFab. If you made it all the way to the end of the video or you watched the beginning of the video, it's now MorFab. So have a good night, guys.